Hey, this is just going to be a short video. Well, maybe it might wind up long. I don't know. It's about canning beef. Now, we've already cut the beef up. But I wanted to show you the different kind of pieces that I'm going to be canning. It's nighttime, and it's about 10 o'clock at night, and I don't know that I'll be canning them tonight. But I just want to show you the cuts right now. Now, you probably, in recipes for canning cuts of beef, you've probably seen them say cubes, strips, or chunks. So I wanted to lay this out here, show it to you. And I will say that I had, someone I knew had spoken with Dr. Elizabeth Andrus over at NCHFP, and this was her take on it, and I kind of agree with it. Because some people are canning, they're saying that they're canning chunks of meat when they're canning cubed meat. This is not cut down far enough yet, but it's pretty close. And these are strips here. And sometimes people are interpreting chunks to mean one big chunk. You see, most of this is in strips. Okay. Now, these are strips. Let's see if you're getting that. Yeah. These are strips. Pretty much what you think they are. They're just long and narrow. I'm going to be canning some of those. These are closer to cubed. I'll cut them again and make them be cubed like stew meat. These are chunks. And I can put 2 of these in a jar. I will not be putting one whole giant hunk of roast beef or beef into a canning jar. It will be 2 of them. They're cut about 1 inch thick, about as tall as the jar, and a couple of inches wide, so they'll go in there. I'll trim some of that off. But you can see these are chunks. Cubed is not chunked. Strips, obviously not chunked. And a big honking piece of meat that would be like that is not chunked. That's a hunk of meat, and that's not safe for canning. You want them in this kind of chunk so that when you put them in the canner and you add water, because I'm going to be hot packing these, and you add water, the water can still go through and in between these pieces of meat to get the center. Hello, hope everybody can hear me. I've got everything running in here. I'm going to be making a recipe today, a canning recipe out of the all-new Ball Book of Canning and Preserving. And it's called Beef Strogonoff. So while my skillet is heating up so I can brown my meat, it actually calls for raw pack on this, on everything, but I don't like raw pack meat. So I'm going to brown the meat, all my beef, before I can it. I've got a cup of onion, a cup of sliced mushrooms, these are portobellos, 2 cloves of garlic, sliced, pepper. I've got Italian seasoning because it called for some other dried herbs, but it's all in here, so I'm just going to use it. Worcestershire sauce. I've got some beef broth here in this pan, and if I need more, I've got another box of it. I don't have any homemade beef broth to use, so Here's all the ingredients. I'm going to get my beef out and get browning it. Put it over in a bowl, and then I'll bring you back. Oh, I've got salt over here too, I forgot to mention. I'll bring you back in just a few minutes. Okay, I'm putting my stroganoff together in the jars. I already put one in the jar. Put that in the canner. Get another, these jars are nice and hot. Put a few pieces of stew meat in. Part of my onion, I've got 3/4 of my onion left, all for a cup. So I'll get my onion in there. Some mushrooms in there. These are nice big portobello mushrooms. Okay. My Italian mix, it calls for 4 teaspoons of herbs altogether, so I'm going to put a 1/2 teaspoon of this Italian mix in it. Needs a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Needs a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Needs a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And just a little bit of this garlic. It called for 2 cloves of garlic sliced. I had 1 giant clove. So just kind of eyeballing, dividing that into the 4 jars, and I've already got some of it into the other jar. That's all those ingredients. Time for broth. This is a mix of the drippings from the pan and 2 quarts of store-bought broth. Get it debubbled. See if I need to add any more liquid. That ought to be it. Wipe the rim. Please excuse the noise, the background noise. It's the generator, and we've got fans going and a dog outside. Sorry about my arm. Lid. Ring. Come on, get on there straight now. Ring may have a little rust in it. Set it out. See, that's all you get. And put it in the canner. Then I'll bring you back when I get everything in there. Okay, I've got 8 pints of beef in here now. 4 of them are the stroganoff. 2 of them are just going to be roast beef, and 2 of them are just small pieces and everything for a stew or stir fry, or I don't know, fajitas or something. Anyway, so they're in here. I'm not concerned that the gauge isn't facing me because, as you know, I switched this over to a weighted gauge. So now what I'm going to be doing is waiting for this to vent steam, and when it starts venting steam, I'll go full stream of steam here. I will set the timer for 10 minutes. I'm not going to be worried about steam coming out of this, because it will. It'll come out of there. But I'm looking for it to come out of here. Okay, you can see the steam is coming out of that vent. I'll set my timer for 10 minutes. When the 10 minutes is up, I'll put the weight on. Sorry about the sun coming through the window. You can see the steam coming out? Okay, my time is up. On that, 10 minutes. Always vent your canner for 10 minutes. Get all the air out. Now, I've got my weight on there. When it gets to pressure, the weight will start rocking, and I'll begin my processing time. These are pints of beef, so they'll process for 75 minutes. Okay, as you can see, the weight is rocking gently. That's all it has to do to be up to 10 pounds of pressure for my elevation. So I'm going to set my timer for an hour and 15 minutes, and I'll bring you back. Okay, the timer went off. I've turned off the heat. I'm going to let my canner sit here for an hour before I do anything else to it.